Hey Aquarius, welcome to January. Happy New Year. Happy birthday to those of you who are January babies. I'm so excited to be here. If you're new, my name is Tamil, and I'm the founder of Overflow, and every month I channel oracle guidance for the collective and for the Overflow community at large, which is you, and then we go deeper inside the sanctuary, which is our membership. It is a monthly membership for communion with self and soul family. However, we're switching things up a little bit, and we will close enrollment to the sanctuary mid-January to allow for the cultivation of the community on a quarterly basis to promote and invite more intimacy as we lean in to that aspect. That's what we're going to be talking a lot about, actually, is intimacy. So I'm excited about that. We invite you to join us if you've been feeling called and you connect with these messages. Ghostlands is your strength. Metamorphosis at the bottom of the deck. You got two cards in the challenge position, Gentle Gardener and Coming Apart. And I'm actually going to start there because I'm feeling like you're struggling to let something go as you shift into a new chapter, another year, calendar year of your life. You're really kind of like trying to use wisdom and discernment, and it's almost like you're kind of fighting growing up a little bit. So we'll get more and see what that's about. For your strength, Ghostlands. You've been here before, so I think you know what you have to do. You know the decision you have to make. You know that you don't want to repeat certain things. And so ultimately, I do think you will lean into the surrender and the release of what's necessary. The full moon that started the year, the full moon in Cancer, or that ended 2020, probably had a lot to do with what it is that you're finally coming to terms with now. Since we're still under the influence of that full moon, I think you're still feeling a lot of the release of those emotions or that timeline all together. So let's get more. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you cannot live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction further than the heart and soul can see. And this is the wisdom of needing to be present and needing to release the past. If you're trying something again, if you're really going to try something again or try being in a relationship with someone again, is it going to be based on any resentments that you've built up? Have you fully released that? What are the expectations? Has anything shifted? Or are you just repeating the same thing? Because you may be entering into a new timeline with something that looks the same or familiar on the outside, but there has been some deep transformation or intentional change, whether from that person or how you actually deal with the situation or how you attach to it. And so if it's been shifted, if it's been renegotiated, don't try to approach it in the same way, and make sure that your expectations have shifted along with it. So let's read Coming Apart first and then Gentle Gardener second, because there is a transformation happening. Metamorphosis at the bottom of the deck. A situation is unraveling and your best plans are leading you into a tricky maze. Your challenge is to separate out of the elements of the puzzle to get to a better perspective on what happened. You may have lingered too long in a place where you didn't belong anymore, seduced by a temporary solution. As you untangle yourself, it's important to maintain a sense of humor. Don't fret. You will learn something valuable that you'll need later when faced with a more dangerous situation. Breathe and know that you are loved. So there is an element of protection then that comes with the disillusion or the release of something. Do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the fields of your dreams. When the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to the thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. And so maybe it is really, Aqua, that you're just making peace with what is and choosing to move forward in a brand new way. So we'll get more inside the sanctuary.